Hi there. Thank you for joining my views and news. Thank you for joining the live chat session. An eventful day was today in the Amhara region. Did a video this morning about what happened in the region, big news, and what is happening now. Uh, we'll have a look at that. And let me welcome the participants who have joined the live chat so far. Klaus New, the first one, says hi. Sajid, peace and love. Member has joined saying hello. How are you, peace and love? First member who joined today is Peace and Love. Warm welcome to you, Peace and Love. If you want to be a member of My Views and News, do click the link given in description section of this live chat. Description section of videos in the description section of videos to this link can be found. I am now uploading articles on myviewsonnews.net too, which is a website. And if we manage to get uh, hundreds of members, then we'll start chatting on the website myviewsonnews.net. So far, the number of members is less than 100. That is why we have not started live chats on the website. But I would ask you to be a member so that we can chat on YouTube and on some other platforms too, because you never know what the channel's future is. Sometimes channels are blocked, and for no reason, sometimes channels are blocked, or sometimes the reasons are minor, penalties major. That is why we have started the website, but for the live chats to start there, we need following in terms of viewership, in terms of membership. Thirdly, we have Burji Suyama who joined to Burji. Where are you from? Is Burji a male or a female name? Because I see you regularly in live chat. So I want to know who you are. Where are you from? RBK says, Sajid looking fly today. Long time no see. Have you been eating injera lately? No. Marek says, hi. Korkor says, I heard that Sisayir Dao, a man who killed Sheleka Wubante, has been killed. Yes, you are right, Korkor Dang. Sisayir Dao was the one who, according to Fano fighters, gave information about the whereabouts of Ubante Abate, and Fano group say that Sisse Yerdao has been killed. GHDE here. Babich Hello says, hi, my brother. How are you, Babich? Masgan Dinka, hi, Sajid. He says, Guy, great, says hi. Bilal joined too. Welcome, sir. Start shining now. Nuno Tadase says hi. Hadush Gibrigzaber here too. Kibriab Kidane says hi. Muhammad Shokri says, are you Asian bacha? He says hi, Sajid. AM Hirsi back after a few days. Hi, what is going on in Addis? He's saying. Tikle Kasai, Wubante, death going to cost ENDF. That I'll talk about. Burji is from Addis Ababa. Nono says, can the death of one man affect the struggle of Amhara? Okay, I'll respond to this question too. I heard Haile Selassie came back from his grave to rule over Africa, RBK says. RBK is high, it seems. Demisio says, hi, fantastic guy. Anis Ahmed, hello, Mr. Sajid, he says. Barakat Teklehemanot says, hi. Two new stories. First one is about Operation Wubante. This is first response from Fano fighters, first reaction from Fano fighters against the death of Vubante, Abate, top Fano commander. We'll talk about that. Secondly, Somalia, Asad Ibrahim joined too last month when Farmajo, former president of Somalia, returned to Somalia. I said that he was back in Somalia to form a joint front against Hassan Sheikh. It seems that Farmajo, some other leaders are going to give a tough time to Hassan Sheikh's government. Today, dozens of MPs, opposition politicians, issued a joint statement. Firstly, Wubante Abate's death confirmed. I did a video on that this morning. Some people said, Sajid, the news is false, but later everyone confirmed that. And I talked, by the way, I talked to people close to Bante and they confirmed to me. They were very disturbed. Heartbroken they were, but they said, yes, Sajid, Bante has died. Uh, so after that, I made the video this morning. Overall, the mood very sad, very gloomy in Fano. Since I know them, I talk to them, I talk to government people too, I talk to Ola as well. Ola spokespersons stay in touch with me. I talk to people from Tegarai too. So, what I have seen is that they are very disturbed, devastated, I would say, by the death of Vante. Vante managed to unite all Gondar, South Gondar Fano groups. And South Gondar Fano has been not loading, it's ongoing, I think, Kenobi. I'll talk about that. What is the objective of this operation? What will Fano do now? So Wubante was killed. A spy of the government penetrated Fano groups. The spy has been captured and killed. Sisse Dao is his name. Wubante died fighting. I mentioned Asamino Sege, though I made a mistake. I mentioned Serimikon, but I meant to say Asamino Sege. Asamino Sege is seen as the father figure by Fano fighters, that he's the one who organized, strengthened Fano fighters when he worked as Amhara regional security chief. He was killed in 2019. So he is a legendary figure for Fano fighters. I think now Fano fighters have found another hero. Ubante will be remembered as a hero. Why? Because he fought from the front. He led his uh, fighters from the front. He never backed down. He never fought in uh, ranks away from front lines. He led his troops, fighters from the front, died fighting. That is why he'll be remembered. You will see that. And that is why people are disturbed. They say they have lost a true Fano commander who fought for Amhara people. So whether you agree with the ideology of Fano groups, Fano commanders or not, Wubante fought for his cause, led from the front, died fighting. He'll be remembered. Like Asamino Seg, I believe. Now, his killer, the informer, has been killed by Fano fighters. And after the death of Wubante, Fano groups issued statements. I have seen statements from Gujum, Showa, Gondar Fano. They have announced the start of Operation Wubante. And they say operation is already ongoing. In this operation, Showa, Gujum, Gondar, Wollo, all Fano groups will carry out attacks simultaneously on military, on prosperity party, on government officials. Attacks already ongoing. It was very expected, nothing new about that. Thank you, Hagos. Sagao says, hi, Sajid. My views and news is the only neutral news channel in the world. That's a big compliment for me. EU Bukin Michael says, hi. Johnny Faleke is here too. The Hab Adam. So operation is ongoing, but Nahom architects join too. But I think that we will see assassinations in Ethiopia now. We'll see target killings in Ethiopia now. If people think that after Wubante's death, Fano groups will be demoralized, no, it won't happen. Rather, you'll see a wave of assassinations, target killings from bottom to top. Security officials, regional, zonal, local level, federal government officials, prosperity party members, uh, military, police, militia chiefs, all will be targeted. Now, Fano fighters are not interested in taking control of territories. Now they want to kill. They want to take revenge. This Wubante operation is all about killing, death, assassinations. So I am seeing bloodshed, deadly attacks, ambush attacks on people working with the government in coming days. Fano groups, frustrated, disgruntled, saying they're aggrieved, are going to resort to use of all tactics to assassinate top government officials. So they have been carrying out assassinations, nothing new. But now their focus will be on assassinations, not on taking control of territories. Let's see, we'll have to wait. I cannot say what will happen in coming days in terms of this strategy by Fano fighters. Will it work or not? We'll have to monitor what will happen in South Gondar too. The unity created by Wubante Abate is going to be tested now. Will the groups in South Gondar be able to create consensus and appoint a new South Gondar Fano leader who will lead Guna division of Gondar? That we'll see in coming days. Could there be internal fighting in South Gondar, which the Ethiopian government would ideally like to happen? These questions will be answered in coming days. So far, South Gondar Fano, Gona Brigade have not announced appointment of new commanders, but it will happen in coming days. Let's see now, will other Fano groups show solidarity with this call for the start of Operation Wubante? The announcement was made by Gondar Fano, South Gondar Fano. Now we'll see how North Gondar Fano, Gujjam, Showa and Volo respond to this call for the start of Operation Wubante. This is what we have learned from the Amhara region. By the way, we must be very careful because now you could see exaggerated claims by Fano fighters. They would try to prove that they are taking revenge, they are killing hundreds of ENDF members. They'll have to substantiate their claims. A few hours ago, several pro-Fano news outlets claimed that on the Bat front, North Gondar, Fano groups had captured a military officer. Still verification is awaited. No video from this captured ENDF officer. All are claims so far. If Fano fighters claim that they're going to carry out attacks on uh, government forces under the Wubante operation, they'll have to substantiate their claims too, because I am still seeing reports by Fano groups as if they have killed dozens of people in the last few hours after the death of Obante Abate, but confirmation is missing. So we'll have to wait to see the outcome of this Operation Wubante. Ye Forte says, Sajid, how influential was Wubante? I feel like nobody other than Amhara knew he even existed. Well, the operational side of Fano groups is hidden. People don't know who is leading the operations. I'm not talking about those who issue statements, those who are seen in interviews, like Zameen Kasi, like etc. If you remember, I told you that military operations, Fano's battlefield operations, are being planned and executed by former ASF officers and former ENDF officers. These people are not traditional Fano commanders. That is why people don't know about them. But they are the heart and soul of this of Fano resistance movement, because they are the one who have battlefield experience, who have served in military, served in ASF. So they know how to plan operations. They're planning Fano's operations. Like in Gujum, it's not that the Minakasi is planning all the operations there. No. Some colonels are planning operation there, and sometimes they want to remain anonymous for their safety. In Gondar, Major Hapte leading Vano groups. Then Wubante was also a former officer of the Ethiopian military. In Shoa, Sgade Mekonnen is also a military officer or an ASF officer. So these operational commanders are not well known, but they are the ones who are planning the operations, the activities in the Amhara region. They are hidden, but they are key Fano commanders. Parab is talking about Farmajo that he is Ethiopian agent. I'll respond to this comment too. He's not alone, by the way. Carol Gotha says, hi, Mr. Sajid. Nathnail says, hello. Yemasgan joined too. He says that in the name of Wubante, at this point of time, there is clash in Wollo, Gondar, and Gujo. Jacob says, you sound like Armageddon is in action. Doomsday is ahead, and you are scaring the hell out of us. Well, I am just sharing my assessment with you. That is what could happen. That is what I'm sharing with you. I'm not trying to scare you. Maybe it's a warning for those who could be affected. Escol says, Sajid, this is the problem of not having a central command. Top commanders have to micromanage the battlefield. By the way, Escol, I think now the death of Wubante, Abate will only affect South Gondar. I mean, it will have no operational, it will have effect, it will no effect on operational activities of North Kondrafano, Gujjamvano, Shoafano. Because Vante was leading South Kondrafano. This guerrilla style resistance movement with different Fano groups operating independently suits the conditions for Fano fighters. If they have central command, the central command is taken, if it is killed, the entire movement could collapse. They're operating now in different regions independently. So if one regional commander is killed, it won't hurt the overall resistance movement. You're asking about asking a question from Tigray people. He says Ubante became Fano after Tigray war. He was a businessman. That PP made him angry. By the way, some Tigrayans accuse Ubante that he was involved in Mike Gather. I don't know if it's correct or not. Asho Mint Show says Assalamu alaikum. How are you, Asho Mint Show? Walaikum assalam. Second news story from Somalia, then I'll take your questions. Farmajo, former president, is back in the country, uh, and he stayed in the Middle East, in Qatar, uh, for years, for more than a year. When in 2022 he lost election, after the election he went to live in Turkey and Qatar. He returned to Somalia just a few days ago. And it seems that he wants to form a joint opposition front against Hassan Sheikh's government. Hassan Sheikh's government is working on some controversial constitutional amendments. Farmajo is highlighting this issue, saying that the government is crossing red lines, that the amendments are not being debated, all parties are not being taken on board. And today, Sharif Sheikh, Farmajo, and dozens of MPs issued a statement. They announced the boycott of ongoing efforts by the government to get constitutional amendments approved at the parliament. Hassan Sheikh's efforts for amendments in constitution have suffered a setback now. And Farmajo has got support from Sharif Sheikh, from MPs. That means Hassan Sheikh is going to face some hard times in coming days. So we could see this alliance broaden. He is visiting Puntland too, Farmajo. Puntland is already not on good terms with Mogadishu. So it seems that Farmajo is building an anti-Hassan Sheikh alliance in Somalia. Guracha is wishing peace for Ethiopia. Yes, all of us should wish peace for Ethiopia. Direction is not right. I always say that government's direction is not right. That is why one after the other you see new conflicts arise in the country. Maybe the continuation of conflicts is going to ensure the continuation of the government of Ethiopian PM. The mood in Gondar is sad and angry, Yamaskan says. Yeah, you're right. Goracha is saying, praying for peace, no one wins the war. Now, I want to say one thing about this call for peace and that talks should happen. Why do people take up arms? People take up arms when all legal channels of expressing views are blocked. When political channels are blocked, repression grows, and people then see that there is no likelihood of a change through politics. That is why they should take up arms. Why did Skandar join Fano? Frustrated, he was a politician. and then he turned to armed resistance movement. Government is to blame for proliferation of armed groups and proliferation of weapons in Ethiopia. Why? Because government is not letting any opposition to operate freely in the country. This is the main issue. I pointed that out months ago that this is one of main reasons behind conflicts in Ethiopia. Opposition politicians are abroad. They are threatened. They're put in prisons. They have fled the country. Opposition political parties are nowhere to be seen. EO was not a violent armed movement. It was a protest movement by youth for a change. It was disbanded, dismantled. Thousands of Kios were arrested because the Zimbabwe's government saw Kios as a threat to his government. If you block all peaceful political means of struggle, it means you promote proliferation of armed groups in Ethiopia, and that is what is happening. For a peaceful Ethiopia, you need both government and opposition to exist. Opposition will represent those people, those groups which are disgruntled, which are not happy with the government. Government will try to counter opposition through its performance. That is what happens in those countries which have made progress. Ramos says there are peaceful means of struggle in Ethiopia. Which peaceful means of struggle? I am not aware of any peaceful means of struggle in Ethiopia. But you're right, he says people also take up arms as the path to power. To some extent, you're right that sometimes when people take up arms, they want to seize power. Why do they want to seize power? Either they have expansionist ideology, they want to dominate, or they're feeling threatened. They feel they're under repression and they need to take up arms to protect themselves. War is failure of politics. Ye Forte says yes. Failure of diplomacy as well. Will this affect Gojam Fano too? He had good working relationship with them. Yeah, you're right. Gojam and South Gondar Fano groups were planning joint operations. They planned joint operations. They entered Baghdad jointly. It all depends upon new Fano commanders, a Fano commander in South Gondar who will be appointed, the new South Gondar Fano commander. Will he be able to work in coordination with Gojam Fano? That will have to wait to see. Yemane Gabrimadin said, "Hi Sajid, it's been a while since I'm absent." Yes, Yemane, I saw you after some time today. Nahum says those legal opposition parties you speak of are under the thumb of PP, all of them. Well, not all of them. OLF is not under the thumb of Prosperity Party. Even ONLF to some extent too. OFC not under the thumb of the government. OFC leaders have been expelled, you can say, from the country. Ismail says, Saji, where are you finding the news? People give the news to me. You people. Or exiled. Yes, no, yes, exiled, perhaps the right word. Umaskin says, Sajid Fano already appointed the new commander. I don't know. I'll verify. If you have verified information, do get in touch with me. Then I'll share the news with the viewers. Liddeto has a new manifesto, Peaceful Struggle. Yes, he has a manifesto while he is abroad. Can he implement this manifesto by entering and launching this struggle? Will he be allowed to launch this peaceful struggle? He'll be thrown into prison definitely. So he can speak as long as he is abroad. Rasmus says Azima, for instance, is not under the thumb of PP, but it's well, Azima, Nama are not genuine opposition parties. Opposition parties boycotted the election of 2021. Those were opposition parties. OLF boycotted, OFC boycotted, ONLF boycotted. TPLF was not in the race. These are genuine opposition parties to some extent. Baldiras, too. So these parties boycotted because they were not. They knew that they won't be given a level playing field. That government will not hold elections in a transparent and free manner. Zima will be running against the PP in next election. Yes, you'll see that. Azima Nama will run against PP, but after the election, they'll be part of the government. It happened last time too. It will happen 20 in the next election as well. Because 33 minutes have passed, I think we should end this live chat session. I covered two topics today only. Operation Wubante ongoing. I think they do have some MPs, if I'm not wrong. And we talked about Wubante operation, about which we'll keep you updated in coming days. Get in touch with me if you think that I am missing important developments from the Mara region. And secondly, we talked about Somalia, where Hassan Sheikh is going to face a challenge from opposition politicians like Sharif Sheikh, Farmajo, etc., who issued a joint statement to rejecting government's proposed constitutional amendment. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed. See you tomorrow. Till then, bye bye.